Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Tried to go live a couple minutes ago. Screen went black. Not sure why, so I ended the stream. Starting again. We are live today, and Lee Jennings is out for the next few shows, but I am excited to share with you a couple of guests that we are lining up. So for Thursday, tomorrow, that is, uh, gosh, what day is it? January 27th. We have the network. Excuse me, the Net Worth Nurse. The Net Worth Nurse has developed a system to get free, and I'm excited to learn about it. She's not part of EXP. I don't think she's an active real estate agent. She's involved with investment properties. So just excited to meet her and talk with her. Great big following. On Friday we have the Godfather. We have Gene Frederick. We've talked about him on the show before, but this man is truly free, and not only from in terms of money, he never has to work again a day in his life, nor does anybody in his whole family tree, but he has helped so many people, thousands of people, add to their monthly income and create a path forward. So I'm really excited to have Gene Frederick. Just announced 2 minutes ago that he'd be here on Friday. That's going to be a fantastic show. He was just at a conference in Puerto Rico with the top 25 group leaders in all of EXP, our CEO, our president, everybody else, our founder. So it's going to be really exciting to hear what Gene has to say. Specifically, I've asked him to talk about retirement for agents who are over 40, who are looking to retire. Of course, this applies to agents who are 18 years old as well. We have agents in Florida right now achieving freedom in record time. I have gone black again here. Drop in the comments if you can see me. If not, I don't know what is going on. Good morning, Matt. And so on Monday and Tuesday, we have a couple of agents, a couple of coaches coming on board. Ziggy's going to be here. She's a great agent. She has been just crushing it this year. She's going to share with you what she's been doing. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that you can see me. I'll keep broadcasting even though I can't see me. And then on Tuesday, we have Rochelle coming. She is a coach, one of the longest affiliate coaches with Harris Coaching, with Tim and Julie Harris. Rochelle was my personal coach for a long time. Good friend, top producer. She's going to share everything she knows about what is working in today's market, so that you can get into production and just crush 2022. So I don't have an agenda for today. Matt, if there's anything you'd like us to talk about, anybody else that's watching this, I can dive deep on any given topic. But let me just kind of take a look at some notes I have from past and see what we're going to do here today. So the talking to your sphere, we've talked about this a little bit before, but somebody asked me, like, they were posting in the comments, what is working right now? What can you do to get into production right now, to get a deal right now? And a lot of it, we keep talking about this, folks, but a lot of it is just picking up the phone, right? It's having that thoughtful, meaningful conversations. It's building relationships. It's getting to know someone where they are. And any Facebook ad that you run, any Google ad that you run, anything that you do outside of your sphere to generate business is merely to put someone else in your sphere, right? It's to build, it's getting to know somebody and then getting to know who they know. And just like with agent attraction, it's not like you don't recruit to somebody, you recruit through someone and you try to find out who they know to help them build their group. When you're adding to your sphere, you're really looking to know who they know, right? I mean, you can meet Dave, and Dave's a nice guy. Dave's got a house, but Dave might not sell for 3 or 5 years, right? So who does Dave know? How can you get to know Dave's people? How can you get to become a friend of Dave? And you don't want to just become a friend, right? A friend who happens to be a real estate agent. You want to become known as a professional that is also friendly, right? So talking to Steve Powers of Watson Powers Coaching, he's very fond of saying, when you pick up the phone and you call somebody, you say, hey, it's Rick Jansen, your realtor. How you doing? Right? You're positioning yourself right away. And this is going to be a professional call today. Is that all right? Do you have time? Do you have 5 minutes for a call? Great. And you set yourself up for a professional call, right? And you don't want to end the call for them. Hey, got to go. I'm so busy, right? You want to make sure they end the call on their terms. And so you say, hey, is there anything else I can ask for you before you have to go, right? Are there any other questions that you might have right now about the real estate market, about the house values, about timing, about interest rates? Is there anything else you need to know right now that I can help you with? And if they say no, they've ended the call, right? They're no longer feeling rushed. They're no longer feeling you're too busy. And so when they've ended the call, now you're free to hang up. But you don't want to get the perception of being so busy. Oh, I got 15 things going on. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I gotta go. Because now when they want you to work for them, to sell their home, to help them buy a home, you're not going to be available because you're always the guy or the gal who's too busy. So that's one tip. Second tip I can give you right now, as far as getting into production, is to go to premier-experience.net. Now, premier-experience.net, I'm going to see if I can share my screen. I've never done this before, but let's do this. Share screen. Share screen. I am going to be sharing a Chrome tab. Let me get one open here. Pardon the quick delays. So one of the things you can do when you are looking to get into production is go to premier-experience.net. Premier Experience is a free version of Tim and Julie's real estate coaching program. And this is going to be just a plug for a free program, folks. This is one of the benefits you get here at Libertas, and we're going to give it to you because you're a guest of the show. But you get a free version of Tim and Julie Harris's coaching program. And this is going to, look at all that you get here. Just mindset, mastermind events, DISC personalities, real estate treasure map. That, folks, is amazing. If you haven't done your treasure map yet, if you don't have a plan, a goal, a system for just putting into place for 2022, what you want to get done, and wake up knowing how you're going to get it done, contact me right now, 303-589-2320. I'm a Harris certified coach. I can get you a treasure map and walk you through it. Okay. If you don't want to sign up for another free program, if you're intimidated by giving away your email address, we'll do the real estate treasure map together. Also, the Ultimate Agent Ultimate Survival Guide. This, folks, is how to get 3 listings, 3 new clients, and 3 under contract in 90 days, right? This is how to just absolutely get into massive action and the steps you need to take every morning when you wake up on how to do that. So then more curriculum. Here's what you get, right? Coaching calls and learning libraries and private members only Facebook groups, and learn about the magic number system. The magic number is how many listings you need to have active at any one given time to achieve your financial goals, right? Excuse me for a second. I'm about to sneeze. This is quite a show, folks. I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, I'm going black. All right, where's Lee? He's on vacation. So you're going to get exclusive proprietary centers of influence plus client systems, all this stuff that you get. Look at this. This is amazing. The other thing that I want to tune you into is iconcoachinre.com. This is Sean Kokoska's system for coaching and training, and it's 16 weeks towards mastery. Sean was a former president of coaching at Keller Williams globally for MAPS and MAPS business coaching. He has an accelerated breakthrough program. Little tip, this is basically Bold broken down into 16 actionable weeks, 1 hour at a time. And he has rewritten Bold to be better, stronger, better. So maybe bolder, but it's an accelerated breakthrough program, right? And so you're going to get 16 weeks of live Zoom training with Sean Kokoska, who is a member of the group here at Libertas. And he will help you break through to the next level. Sean's accelerated breakthrough program is very affordable. Here at Libertas, we can get you even a greater discount. So 2 great coaching programs right there. Strongly encourage you to get involved with both of those, right? Lee and I are going to give you what we know. Tim and Julie are going to give you what they know. Sean Kokoska is going to give you what he knows. If you're not listening, if you're not watching, if you're not tuning in, then just hang up your real estate license and go drive for Uber. Go bag groceries at Instacart for the rest of your life. I'm not bagging on those things. I used an Uber driver yesterday, and we have groceries delivered from Instacart. Those are wonderful professions. But what I'm saying is, in real estate, you can't break free financially driving Uber. You can't break free financially shopping for groceries at Instacart. We're giving you all the free coaching you need to get going into production. So let's talk a little bit today about time blocking. This is something that I can talk about with No script, no notes. Sometimes you see on real estate masterminds, like, what can you talk about for 30 minutes with no preparation whatsoever. And I can talk about time blocking. So time blocking is where you design the lifestyle you want, and you create your week around your lifestyle so that you don't wake up thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want the week ahead of me. I hate my work. I don't want to do this. I don't want to make the calls. I don't want to do what Lee and Rick are talking about. I don't want to spend 3 hours prospecting every day because I don't want to make $1 million, right? Lee's goal, remember, Lee's goal for this year is 7 figures GCI. That's 1,000,000,000. That is a great goal to have, because guess what? Even if he misses it, he'll top 700, 750, easy, right? So here's what you do for time blocking. And this is to time block your lifestyle. So if you're taking notes, get out a piece of paper, start writing this down. You're going to divide up the week into every hour into 15-minute blocks, right? So your entire 7 days, 15 minutes at a time. You can do this in an Excel spreadsheet, really, really simply, okay? And then block out, first and foremost, block out what is important to you. If you wake up and you do morning meditation, if you do yoga, if you read the Bible, if you just sit in a trance position and say Om for 30 minutes, if you read, whatever you do for your morning mindfulness, to get your mindsets free, block that in. If it's a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, awesome. That's great. And if you're going to have a morning routine, if you're going to shower, bathe, if you're going to have breakfast, whatever that morning routine is, if you're going to exercise, put that in, right? Carve out 30 minutes for breakfast, carve out an hour for working out, because your mind and your body are part of your preparation for the day, right? And it's part of being successful, and it's part of being free. What's the point of being free if you're 400 pounds overweight? You're going to die tomorrow from a cardiac arrest and diabetes, right? So let's get your mind and your body free to be in a place to enjoy the freedom we're going to help you create. So now you've got your morning mindfulness of some sort, whether it's tapping into your connection with God, whether it's tapping into your connection with past authors and poets, whatever it is. So you're going to put that down. Now, what do you do for dinner? Do you like to have dinner with your family, right? Studies show that the families that eat together has a lasting impact on kids, right? So carve out some time for dinner. Everybody's got to buy groceries. When do you buy groceries? Everybody's got to do laundry. When do you do laundry? If you don't, hire it out, right? You're going to reach a point where spending $500 an hour of your own time to do laundry is not going to make sense, and you're going to hire it out. But for right now, you're probably doing your own laundry. So do it do it in times that work for you. But I recommend for stuff like laundry and groceries, try to do it in non-dollar producing time, right? Try to push those around. Things that can't be moved, like dinner and breakfast, those anchor those, right? So now do you want to spend some time like mountain biking? Do you want to spend some time surfing? Do you want to spend some time at a crochet club or whatever it is that you do? Do you have a Bible study that you go to? Carve those things out, right? So you're going to put all of your lifestyle down on this piece of paper for the week. And you're going to look at that piece of paper and you're going to say, man, if I had this as a week, my week would rock. And this is like the ideal lifestyle, right? I'm healthy. I'm eating, I'm having breakfast, I'm meditating every morning, I'm praying every day, I'm doing what I like to do, whatever it is you like to do. You're going to do that. And you're going to look at your week. Now, I want you to color in all those blocks, right, at some point. But right now, look at all the free time that you have. When you look at the rest of the week, there's easily 30 hours. And if you work 30 hours a week as a realtor, I got to tell you, you're in the top 20% already, right? We talk about moving you out of the 80% who are making no money into the 20% who are doing 80% of all the production, because the 20% who are doing 80% of all the production spend 80% of their time doing the 20% of things that actually matter, right? So we're going to move you from the 80% to the 20% and focus on the 20%. But now when you look at the time that you have left, let's say you have 30 hours left. That is a lot of time. So now we're going to take and say, okay, in any given day, I've got like 6 hours free, right? That's a lot of time if you actually focus. So now, what's your highest energy time in that time that you have left? If you have 6 hours left, find 1 hour time blocks, find 2 hour time blocks, but maybe an hour and then take a 10-minute break, right? Sharpen the saw, get your stuff going again. So carve out an hour right now for just calling your sphere. 7-minute, 10-minute phone calls where you're going to start professionally, end professionally. And you can go back to some of our past shows for scripts on that. But basically, you're just tapping into your sphere and letting them know what a professional you are in the language you use, and with the talk tracks that you use, with the way you drive the conversation, and keep it professionally focused. So you're going to spend an hour calling your sphere. And then you're going to take like 10 minutes off. You're going to go recharge your mind. You're going to get some coffee. You're going to go to the bathroom. You're going to come back to the computer. And now you're going to spend an hour cold prospecting, right? You're going to call the FSBOs. You're going to call the expireds. You're going to circle prospect around a new listing of yours or around a new listing of somebody else's that you like. Not saying that is your listing, because you need to abide by Realtor Code of Ethics. And by and large, you never want to let someone know that you're not selling something that you're not actually selling. Right? You don't want to start your conversation with a lie. So what you can do when you're circle prospecting, and you can use Cole or Vulcan 7 or Vulcan 8 or whatever Vulcans are out there, and RedX and LandVoice and all these other systems out there that, like Lee listed off like 18 phone systems and databases on a previous show. But you're going to spend an hour with those people just calling. And we've shared with you, and we will continue to share with you, scripts on how to call out and reach out if you're circle prospecting. Like, hey, there's a brand new listing down the street. I don't know if you saw it. Liv Sotheby's or whatever has $1 million listing down the block. Do you know if anybody wants to move into the neighborhood? It's been looking for a home, right? Who do you know that's getting pregnant, getting divorced, getting married, moving to the state, moving out of the state? Who first comes to mind, right? Or do you wonder how that home that just went up for sale has impacted your home's value, right? Do you want me to keep you posted when that house goes under contract and when it sells and what the sale price is going to be? Every neighbor wants to know what their neighbor's house sold for, right? Can I put you on a little system that once a month will update you with a home value and provide you with an accurate, up-to-date home valuation based off of the current sales in your market? And you won't have to take any more calls like this from realtors ever again, because you'll already be set up on a system that's more accurate than Zillow, more accurate than Realtor, and it will pinpoint the value of your home based off of current sales. Would you like me to do that for you? What's your address again? Or what's the best email address for you, right? So now you're circle prospecting, getting people on home valuations. You can do that through Cloud CMA. You can do that through NARPR. You can do that through Homebot.ai. There are a lot of different systems that, and possibly KV Core and your current system, right? Put them into the CRM, get them home valuation going out to them once a month. You can do that for your sphere. You can do that for neighbors when you're circle prospecting. And yeah, Matt, you just shared with me one of Lee's scripts, right? I have a listing up the street. Don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to sell. I'm just curious. What do you love about this neighborhood so I can find you the best possible neighbor? And that is a great script for when it's actually your listing, right? And disarming them right away is key to what Matt just shared there from one of Lee's scripts, I believe it is, where it's, don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just curious, right? Disarm when you're circle prospecting. Disarm, yeah, especially when you're circle prospecting. So, but you're going to spend this hour calling FSBOs, calling expireds, actually doing the work of real estate, of prospecting, of getting to know someone. And guess what? If someone tells you to F off, if someone tells you grouchy, if someone's like just hangs up on you, you're just that much closer, because 1 in 100 needs to sell their house right now. And if you reach out to enough people, you will get business. And the cure to any financial crisis that you're having right now, if you're having one, or the key to any anxiety you're having about finances right now, it's just picking up the phone and making enough dials. If you make enough dials, even a drunk monkey can make money in real estate, right? So just make the dials. Time block that in. If you're new, if you're struggling, I want you to time block in as much time as you can possibly stomach. Put in some recharge time. Put in a run, put in a bike ride, put in a walk, put in some snuggle time with your cat or dog or kids, whatever it needs to recharge and get your soul whole again. But someone else's bad day is not your bad day, right? Someone else, I've had times when salespeople have called me and I have not been nice. Okay, my past, I have not been nice, and so there are times when I'm afraid to pick up the phone, honestly, because I'm afraid of like karma whipping me in the face, where I was having a bad day and I teed off on some salesperson 5-6 years ago, right? So understand that people are just having a bad day sometimes, okay? And that's okay. So they just need a hug. Like, I can think of the times when I lashed out at somebody that cold called me. I just needed a hug that day. I just needed to be told everything's going to be all right. right? Sometimes you just have a bad day. So anyway, get through the prospecting time. And then what you're going to find, and I don't know where all these Russian and Chinese people are coming in, but guys, stop commenting, stop watching our show, stop trying to spam block us. We're just trying to teach some realtors how to do real estate production. Okay. And we have some Somali thing coming on. Leave us alone and let us do our show. So that being said, you've spent some time calling your sphere. You've spent some time talking to circle prospecting, FSBOs, expireds. Stay in a zone, stay on topic, stay with a group for a while, and focus in on that group, right? When you focus in on one group, you're going to start getting in a role. The other day, I was recording some Facebook ads. Lender wanted to fund some ads. We're going 50-50 on some stuff. And there are systems in place for that. And this is for experienced agents. This is not for newbies. But the point being, I just started recording. And by the 30th or 40th take, I was on a roll, right? I was unstoppable. I was in a flow. I was saying what I wanted to say in 15 seconds or less. And I got good at what I wanted to say. When you start talking to FSBOs, keep talking to FSBOs. When you start talking to expireds, keep talking to expireds. When you start circle prospecting, keep circle prospecting. Stay in the flow, stay in the rhythm, because you will get better and better and better as the hour goes on. And you might find yourself expanding into hour 2, expanding in hour 3, staying in the zone, because if you get in the zone, you're going to start making some money. So now you might say, well, Rick, now I've got some appointments. When do I actually work on my website? When do I build my Facebook ads? When do I go on home tours? When do I go on a listing appointment? So first of all, for the Facebook ads, stop the nonsense. Wait until your second, third, fourth year. Wait until you've got consistently $6,000 or $7,000 a month coming in income before you start running those things. Okay. As far as many easy buttons as you see on like, go with somebody who's already running the ads, pick up their stuff at 50%, work somebody else's bleeds, whatever it is. Don't risk your money just yet. If you don't have money, don't risk your money. As far as sending out, as far as scheduling appointments, think about when you schedule an appointment with a dentist. Think about when you schedule an appointment with a doctor, right? I recently had my teeth cleaned with a dentist. And when I first called, they're like, hey, we're booked 3 weeks out. And then she was looking, she's like, oh, wait, I had a cancellation in 30 minutes. Can you be here in 30 minutes? And I just took it like, hey, they have a full calendar and it's a cancellation. They're a professional, right? As a realtor, you should treat your calendar the same way. Just because someone says come over at 1 o'clock doesn't mean you're available at 1 o'clock. Now there's this whole I'm the most responsive realtor. I can be there anytime you ask approach that I actually tried for 15 years. And I can tell you what, bending over backwards for people and being ultimately flexible just crushes your own lifestyle. So fit them into when you want to, right? Lee was talking about the other day, like he has his time block for prospecting. It's like 9 to 12, right? 8 to 11, whatever it is. He has that solid. So when someone said, can you come over in an hour? He's like, no, I can't. I'm a successful real estate agent running a successful business. He doesn't say that to somebody, but that's how he's thinking in his mind. He's like, my availability is between 1 and 4 today. What works for you, 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock? Oh, I can't possibly. Okay, great. Well, then let's look at tomorrow, right? Because after 4 o'clock, you've got dinner with your family. And after that, you've got your Bible study. And after that, you've got some personal time, right? You have your life planned out. So look and say, hey, look, I'm going to be in your neighborhood tomorrow from 1 to 3 or Saturday from 8 to 12. What works better for you? Alternate close, always giving them an option that you want them to say yes to. But I'm going to be in your neighborhood, right? Because as a realtor, we come to them. Brick and mortar offices are a thing of the past. If you're not with a cloud-based brokerage, you should be. So no one's coming to your office. They want you to meet them at their home. They want you to meet them on a buyer appointment. They want to meet you at the home they want to see. So when you're time blocking and when you're looking at your week, you really want to have people work according to your schedule, and they'll make it happen, right? So, when I call realtors who are selling 20, 30, 40 million, their calendars are really booked, right? And so you're going to meet with a team member now, or they're going to meet them on their schedule when they're free because they're booked out. So be booked out. Your time system, your time block is what you need to protect moving forward. So now you've had your life, you've called your sphere, you've circled prospected, and now you're fitting in your listing appointments and your buyer tours into times that you have set aside. so that you can have the lifestyle you want. Now, make sure you have in non-dollar producing time. This is time when you've done all your work, you've had all your personal time, there's time left over. That is the time that you spend working on your pre-listing package, right? And if you don't have one, call me at 303 or text me at 303-589-2320. I'll get you a copy of my pre-listing package. You can customize it to yourself. We can get you one from Tim and Julie Harris's coaching program, because I'm a Harris certified coach. We can get you a pre-listing package. Let's get you into production, right? So it's in these non-dollar producing activity times when you start doing your admin work. Admin work doesn't pay any bills, folks, but there is some necessary admin time, right? Where you need to monitor your transactions. But if you get a transaction coordinator through EXP for $250, that's going to save you a lot of time and energy, right? Free you back up. If you hire a photographer, videographer, a 3D scanner, and a floor plan monitor, and a website builder, if you hire all that stuff out, it might run you $1,500 a listing, but it's going to free you up for prospecting time. And if you value your prospecting time like Lee values his, and I value mine, that's $500,000 an hour time, right? So especially if you look at it as just the prospecting time, that's like $1,200 an hour time. So if you protect your $1,200 an hour time and hire out a 10-hour job for $1,500, you're making money hand over fist, as long as you protect the time that you blocked out, the time you're paying for, and replace it with salesman time. So don't make the mistake of hiring someone to mow your lawn for $10 and not using that time for something that's worth more than $10 for you. Now, I'm not saying you have to work and make money while someone's mowing your lawn. I'm using mowing his lawn as an example. And some people might be like, well, I find mowing my lawn therapeutic. Great, mow your lawn. I don't care. It's an example. So if someone mows your lawn for $10, $20, make sure that what you're doing during that hour that you just bought yourself is worth more than $20 to you. It might be taking a nap. It might be having a conversation with your significant other or a kid. They're spending time tossing the ball with kids. That's great if that's worth more than $20. But it could also be prospecting, which is worth $1,200 an hour, right? But don't do something in that time that's not worth $20 to you. Does that make sense? This is the opportunity cost of your time, right? And you have to value your time when you're time blocking and say, what can I replace? What can I do so that I'm making more money in this hour than I'm spending on this hour to get the hour? So anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Again, tomorrow we've got the Net Worth Nurse. Friday, do not miss this show. Friday is Jean Frederick talking about the new way to retire in real estate. So the Net Worth Nurse is going to be talking about her way to retire in real estate. Jean Frederick's going to pony up his way to retire in real estate. Both are going to be fantastic shows. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to get some more back and forth going. I think those shows are more lively than just listening to me. So we've got Ziggy coming on, top producing agent. She's like doubled her production last year. Excited to hear what she's been doing and what's been working for her. Rochelle is going to come on. She's a top coach with Tim and Julie Harris Coaching. She's going to be coming on. Just both lovely personalities, and we'll just pour into you nonstop. Wednesday through Friday, lining up some other fantastic guests. But for now, if you need me today, text me at 303-589-2320. And in between my time blocks that I have booked out for today, I will respond back to you and I will get you the help you need. And as always, have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being a listener and for watching us live or recorded.